If you follow this channel because you hope to learn something new watching my videos, I think you should skip this one. Wait until next week or check some videos from the past. This video is not for you. But if you want to participate in an open discussion where you could help me to pick my new camera, stay a little longer and watch the rest of this. Let's roll the slightly updated new intro. Welcome to my channel. Here we talk about photography, and sometimes I make videos just like this one where I like to discuss about camera gear. So if you're here for the first time, it might be a good idea to subscribe. So let's dive into the topic. As you possibly know already, I film all my YouTube videos with this camera, the Panasonic Lumix G85. It's a camera that actually I really like, or I used to like a lot. I made a video about it. Show it to you. Well, the camera is great for many reasons. It is a 4K camera, is pretty cheap. I think that nowadays you can find the Panasonic G85 for $600, including the kit lens that actually is not bad. Has a very good image stabilization. It's light, it's compact, but of course there is a but. Otherwise I wouldn't make this video. The autofocus system is terrible. It's just the worst. As you possibly do in these cases, I also searched on YouTube if I could find someone smarter than me that could help me to figure out how to make the autofocus work. And I thought I did. I changed my settings multiple times, but I finally came to the conclusion that it is not me, it's that autofocus. So I gave up and I'm using the manual focus. I'm using the manual focus and I help myself with the Panasonic app so I can tap into the area that I want in focus, and then because it's manual it will lock into my face. The only problem with that is that I need to be kind of steady. I cannot move. If I come closer it will not track me because it's manual. A lot of limitation when you do film your own videos without camera crew, someone behind the camera that can help you, is not ideal. So I've been searching for a new camera and I was very excited when last September Panasonic announced that they were going to launch a new Panasonic full-frame mirrorless camera. I really like the Panasonic user interface. Like the Nikon, is very intuitive, very easy to access all the functions in the menu, a lot of buttons that you can customize. I thought this might be the real deal. This might be the camera that I will use for my YouTube videos and I will not need to compromise with anything. Anyways, last week they finally released all the specs of the camera. And as much as I was excited, I got very disappointed because the camera, unfortunately, does not have a flip-out screen and also has the same DFD autofocus system, which is a depth from the focus system, which is the same system they use in their Micro Four Third cameras, and that unfortunately until now didn't result as the best system. So I was so disappointed that on the same day, actually the day before the official launch, which was February 1st, on January 31st, I made a video ranting about my disappointment. This is a disappointed person that was hoping to buy a new camera. Then the camera is launched. I edit the video and I sent it to my friend Laredo.
Well,
Laredo gave me a very raw feedback, as he usually likes to do, saying that he was falling asleep. He was, and then I think a couple of days later, Casey from Camera Conspiracies made a fantastic video about the Panasonic S1, and he actually touched all the points about why the Panasonic S1 is not the right camera for a YouTuber.
you had one job, Panasonic. It was a simple job. You make a full-frame G85, you improve the autofocus, and you get the fuck out of my face.
I think you should check the video. I will link it right here. It's really funny. Show Casey some love. Maybe write a comment. Tell him that I sent you there, so maybe he will send me some of his followers. Maybe not. So I thought, once I saw this video, I don't need to make my own video. But then I received this comment from Piotr Ha. You are saying interesting things, but the movie was filmed badly. You are waving your hands. What is he talking about? You're waving your hands in front of the camera, zooming only on the head. So your hands appeared out of nowhere. And the whole picture is out of focus. A small depth of field does not work if you do not focus properly or move so much. Because of this, everything is bad, and I cannot focus on what you say. I usually reply to every single comment, but I didn't reply to Peter yet, because I thought I will reply with this video. Because I want to fix this. I want to make it better. And the truth is that it's not only about the quality of the image that I am providing in my videos. It's also about the quality of making the videos. Because I am a one-person team, I like to be able to focus on what I say and not be worried about how much I move, if I'm getting out of focus, if I'm still in focus, checking the monitor. This is not the life that I want. I just want to create good content. So, the purpose of this video, and maybe now we are already 10 minutes in, I don't know. But anyway, still, the purpose of this video is to find help from you guys. First, if you have some fantastic solutions to make my G85 autofocus work properly, I will be forever your friend. But I would like also to discuss my options right now. I have 4 cameras that I didn't try yet. Some of them I did touch, but none of them I used for YouTube videos yet. And I like to have your opinion and discuss with you the pros and the cons. The first camera is the Nikon Z6. I made a video about it. It seems that this camera has a good autofocus. It is small, it is compact, it has a reasonable price. It's priced under $2,000. I like how it feels because I did have it in my hands. I also like the Nikon user interface, of course. I've been using Nikon forever. I would be able to use my lenses in this camera because with an adapter, the current line of lenses that I have will work on the Z6, but doesn't have a flip-out screen, which I could offset with an external monitor, which is not a problem in the studio. I'm using an external monitor right now, but it is a problem when I make video on the road, when I am hiking. I don't want to bring more gear because I cannot see what I'm filming. The second problem with this camera seems to be the preamp system that is built in the camera. I like to plug my microphone directly into the camera, and if the preamp system is poor, the audio outcome will be poor. And I honestly would like to avoid the idea of recording my audio separately and then sync in post afterwards. Second camera, of course, would be the competitor Canon EOS R, another new full-frame mirrorless camera. Similar size, similar weight, great color science, great autofocus. It does have a flip out screen, more expensive. I will not be able to use my lenses. I will need to get familiar with the Canon user interface, but I don't think that will be a problem. A problem instead is that it does not have an image stabilization system built-in camera, and also the slow motion at 120 frames per second is only available at 720p, which in 2019 maybe doesn't seem like the latest technology available. The third camera that of course I will need to consider is the Sony A7 Mark III. Great video output, small size, light, slow motion, 120 frames per second at 1080p, image stabilization, no flip out screen, no intervalometer available in camera, meaning that if I want to do a time lapse, I will need to use an external intervalometer, so another piece of gear that I always need to carry. So more things to charge, more things to bring. And the biggest problem with the Sony is that I don't really like the user interface of Sony's. I did have the camera in my hands. I honestly didn't use the camera for very long, so maybe it's just a matter of getting used to it. I'm sure that it's only a matter of getting used to it. But it's not as intuitive as a Fuji or Panasonic or Nikon, of course, for me. The last camera that I want to put in this panel is not a full frame camera. It's another Micro Four Third, it's another Panasonic, it's the Panasonic G9. Just a tiny bit bigger and a tiny bit heavier than the G85, same user interface, flip out screen, slow motion, 60 frames per second in 4K, 120 frames per second in 1080p, great image stabilization. The question mark is the autofocus going to be much better than the G85? If there is guys out there that are using the G9 and are watching this video, please let me know. Because I've been looking at reviews online and it seems that people have mixed opinion about the video autofocus of this camera as well. It seems that it's better than the G85. It seems that it's better also of the G85. But is it a good idea in 2019 to still invest on a Micro Four Third? I don't know. So these are the cameras that I've been thinking of. Maybe in the end I just need to wait and just need to deal with this autofocus system. Am I in focus? Anyways, I hope you will help me. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you liked it, maybe you can hit the like button. If you didn't subscribe to my channel yet, is the right time to do so. Thanks for watching. I will see you in the next video.
Don't say, darling, 'cause you'll fake it. Don't hide the tears, 'cause I know you're brave.